What's going on, guys? So, as you know that the U.S. troops they managed the Kabul airport turmoil, 7 dead and thousands rushed to flee the Taliban. It's been a rise of the Taliban taking over like 2/3 of the country, man, in Afghanistan, and therefore the U.S. embassy, many citizens and foreign citizens as well, are supposed to protect the interests of United States citizens. They actually, went to the Kabul airport and try to, go to Kuwait or just flee out the country, man, because of the rise of the Taliban. Now, it's kind of sad, at the end of the day, you have President Joe Biden. He, after he made the announcement, I think he made it was a peace agreement May 1st, to withdraw the U.S. troops. And it just seems like, in a matter of weeks, man, the Taliban just overthrew the Afghan government in a way, man. And Afghan government, they trying to work on an inclusive government, and because they really never had a strong central government too. I mean, this country, they had like dictators and warlords, and it was pretty much unstable, causing like women really to have no rights whatsoever. And I know like back then, of course, of the 2001 9/11 attacks, that's when it really started kicking off, and we sent like a lot of our troops down there for weapons of mass destruction and to destroy Al Qaeda, which is one of the terrorist groups there, and Osama bin Laden, and Saddam Hussein. Even though we trained and we funded the Afghan, to withstand it and go against the insurgents, but it just seems like, did we fight for nothing? Though the 2,400, I think 2,400 Americans that lost their lives in the span of 20 years, man. I mean, you think about all of that. As soon as we just made a departure, someone in charge just took over the country, and it's progressively getting worse. They said, according to this report, at least 7 people died in the mayhem. Senior U.S. military officials said the dead included some who fell from a U.S. military transport jet as it departed in the Hamid Kazari International Airport. U.S. troops killed 2 people. Yeah, they killed 2 gunmen. Both were armed during the airport pandemonium. So Pentagon spokesman John Kirby said the troops has been fired on. They don't know if these reports are kind of incomplete, if they were, part of the Taliban. But in Washington, President Joe Biden returned to the White House after a weekend at Camp David and prepared to address the nation. So Biden has faced harsh criticism for the withdrawal of the U.S. forces from Afghanistan and pandemonium that ensued. And I just want to add to that. According to the reports, one of the reasons that the Biden administration made that he made that move, that executive decision to withdraw the troops, is because first, I mean, it's an ongoing war, and then on top of that too, you want the troops to go back to their home, but he was thinking like, well, even if they still stay there, like they was they was gonna attack us. At the end of the day, he was just saying like it's we can't be really pretty much having countless lives just being, executed. That we've been here for too long. And I mean, it's something that's it's true, but people just saying like, in order to reserve some peace in that country, I mean, you gotta have, some security forces out there, but since, they abandoned their posts and came back to the US, it's just like the Taliban just been like, okay, now we're gonna go over, do what we need to do, just attack our people. Let's go ahead and create a stronghold. And now it's kind of backfiring in a way, man. So I'm pretty sure President Biden is going to explain the reasons behind. But they said some 2,500 troops were positioned at the airport, and another 500 will arrive by Tuesday. So 6,000 American forces will be at the airport, and I'm glad it wasn't too many casualties like that. I mean, in the Kabul, because I mean, if you've seen video footage, you just can Google it, man. People was just really just driving, going in, and running up, climbing on each other in these jets, man, just to get out the country. It's really pretty bad, man, out there. I think General Frank McKenzie, head of the U.S. Central Command, warned Taliban officials that the U.S. military would respond forcefully to defend the airport if necessary. Yep. And a U.S. official said separately, speaking on condition of to discuss sensitive talks not yet announced publicly. U.S. troops were trying to set up barriers to separate the military portion of the international airport and the terminal landing strip. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the Taliban, they kind of, they're very aware that, people going to the Kabul airport, and that's where there's a lot of citizens, foreign citizens, just waiting to be evacuated. And yeah, you're gonna need some troops there. I mean, because you don't want them going out there and firing. And I'm pretty sure they would try to do something like that, firing on innocent people, before people actually find a way to leave the country. But man, this is all back in April as well too, man. And it just seems like yeah, this month, August, man, it's just wow. Like they literally took over majority of the country, man. Wow. Um, yeah, my prayers to the people there, man. I ain't think it's just gonna be really this bad, man. And also to the lives of the people that that went overseas and served in that particular time. That was away from their family. Some was there for like 10 years and came out with PTSD and all this stuff, man. And just to find out that things are progressively getting worse, man. So my prayers for that too as well. Um, I'm going to read a little bit more. It says the airport had no physical barrier between those operations. U.S. forces were erecting barriers with concertina wire to secure the military side of the airport. Okay, the official said an additional 3,000 troops were expected to arrive in Kabul in the next few days to help. Yeah, man. So, prayers up. It is end times as we know it. But, yeah, if you look back, the Taliban control back in April, it was only certain regions of Afghanistan and some parts of Iran they were actually taking over, and the government still has some type of land. But now, like August 4 a.m. August 15, the district's updated. I mean, majority of it is red, meaning that this is the part of the region and land that the Taliban has completely taken over. I'm talking about houses, a state, everything, even their own government. So you got the top U.S. diplomats actually fleeing as well. So it just amazes me though. Like you serve so much and you train these people, Afghan police and Afghan government, and it just seems like they can't find a way to defend their country to against mercenaries or the adversaries, enemies, man. This escalated really quickly. So, but we don't know, man. There's a lot of politics behind this, but my prayers to the people there, man, and the U.S. Officials there and the troops that actually serve their time there, experiencing all this stuff. But this is your boy Young Lean Jr. You guys between like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Just feel like I need to make this video. I'm gonna have a little bit more information in the description box. You guys can check that out in different articles. All right, I'm out. Deuces.